Hey everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a classic review of Starfleet Command III. I've already made a couple of videos on this game, including the upgrade mod which greatly improves it. You should definitely check those out and I'll link them in the description. If you're looking to pick up a copy of Star Trek Starfleet Command III, then GOG is probably your best bet. You can pick it up at full price from around €9.99, or wait for a pretty steep discount, which often happens. The GOG version will also work on Windows 7, 8, 10 and 11. Starfleet Command III was released in 2002. It's the third installment in the Starfleet Command series, a tactical starship combat simulation set in the Star Trek universe. Developed by 14 Degrees East and published by Activision, the game attempts to capture the essence of commanding a starship in the vastness of space. One of the notable features of Starfleet Command III is its extensive roster of playable factions, including the United Federation of Planets, Klingon Empire, Romulan Star Empire, Gorn Confederation, and more. Each faction boasts a unique set of ships, offering a diverse range of strategies and playstyles. This variety adds depth to the gameplay, as players can experiment with different fleets and tactics. If you do decide to install the 3.3 upgrade mod, you will have extra ships available for your factions. The game's graphics for its time were respectable, delivering detailed ship models and space environments. The representation of iconic Star Trek vessels stays true to the source material, immersing players in the Star Trek universe. However, by today's standards, the graphics may appear dated. Of all these Starfleet Command games, however, I found the graphics package in this one the most palatable by today's standards. That's one of the reasons that I keep coming back to it over the other games. But there's no denying you'd have to have a very creative imagination to accept these visuals in comparison to modern Star Trek games. It simply cannot compete in that department, and even then, doesn't do a brilliant job even for 2002. Starfleet Command III places a strong emphasis on strategic depth and realism. Players need to manage power distribution, allocate energy to various ship systems, and make tactical decisions in the heat of battle. The inclusion of Newtonian physics for ship movement adds an extra layer of realism, making space battles feel more authentic. However, they did change the power management system from the previous two games, and I will say they simplified it, but not for the best, and this is a criticism often levelled at the game by other players. The single-player campaign offers an engaging storyline, weaving in various Star Trek elements. Players take on the role of a starship captain, navigating through a dynamic campaign that responds to their choices. The narrative, while not groundbreaking, provides a solid framework for the strategic space combat. One of the game's drawbacks is its learning curve. The complex interface and the numerous systems to manage can be overwhelming for newcomers. The lack of a comprehensive tutorial may leave players struggling to grasp the intricacies of ship command, hindering the overall enjoyment of the game. Multiplayer functionality, a key aspect for a game centered on strategic battles, adds significant replay value. Players can engage in intense battles against friends or foes, testing their strategic prowess in a competitive environment. However, given how old this game is, the expectation of a player base must be managed. You may have to go looking for a community out there in the ether. Although Starfleet Command III is not the most easily moddable game, I'll leave the upgrade mod 3.3 in the description, which is pretty simple to install and adds a lot of new features. If you decide to pick this one up, you can play the base game and then install the mod for some extra fun. I will say, campaign aside, I've spent most of my time in this game playing skirmish battles and doing what ifs and seeing how I can perform with different types of ship. And I think given the price of entry, if you only got to set up these skirmish battles, it's definitely still worth it. Before we conclude, if you've got this far into another classic review on the channel, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, especially if you're new here. We really appreciate all of the interaction and we're super excited to grow the channel. Me and Tom really appreciate it. In conclusion, Starfleet Command III offers a commendable experience for fans of tactical space simulations and Star Trek enthusiasts. Its diverse factions, strategic depth and realistic approach to space combat contribute to an engaging gameplay experience. However, the learning curve may be a barrier for some players, and the aging graphics could detract from the overall immersion for those accustomed to more modern titles. Despite its flaws, Starfleet Command III remains a solid choice for those seeking a challenging and authentic Star Trek Starship Command experience. One small addition before we end this video is that much of the footage I included during the course of this review was modded in some way. So there we go, LT Gamers, another classic review on the channel. I've been Luke from LT Gaming, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.